In 2015, it's estimated that 623,000 adolescents ranging from the ages of 12 to 17 years old reported to having an alcohol use disorder or AUD, along with 15.1 million Americans 18 years and older also reported having an alcohol use disorder. According to the NIAA 2015, or the National Institute for Alcohol Abuse and Alcoholism. With this information, would you come to the conclusion if the legal minimum drinking age was dropped from 21 years old down to 18, that these numbers would decline? Most people would agree not only would these numbers grow, but they would grow exponentially. This is why the legal minimum drinking age should stay at the age of 21. Between the years of 1970 and 1975, 29 states lowered their minimum legal drinking ages to the age of 18, 19, and 20. When these changes came, scientists started doing studies to show the effects of lowering the MLDA. Several studies in this 1970s showed that traffic crashes increased significantly among teenagers after the MLDA was lowered, according to Alcohol, Health, and Research World of 1996. Studies done in the 1980s after the minimum legal drinking age was raised because of these accidents showed that it a significant decrease in those accidents occurred. The effects of alcohol on the body are not always visible. According to the U.S. Department of Health Services, one primary factor that alcohol affects the brain at the age of a person who begins to drink. These effects include blacking out, memory loss, brain shrinkage, and a brain disorder known as Wernicke-Kurnoff syndrome, according to the Contra Costa Times of 2011. We can attest to how we were at the age of 18. Most of us were not mature or wise enough to handle the negative consequences that came along with drinking. While some of us argue, yes, we are mature enough, I could say without a doubt, at the age of 18, I was young and I was dumb. Of course, at the age of 18, 19, 20 years of age, you thought that the minimum legal drinking age should be lowered. But the older that you get, you understand, you get how you were, and you think, I was like that once. At this point in life, you haven't had the responsibilities, you haven't had the real life experiences, all the hardships that point to your life of how you mature. The United States is not the only country to lower the minimum legal drinking age. Australia has lowered the MLDA to the age of 18 since the 1970s, most the 1960s. They are coming about with the same problem. When the MLDA was dropped to the ages of 18, 1 in 5 Australian teenagers ranging from the age of 16 and 17 admitted to binge drinking, along with 13% of traffic accidents occur because of underage adolescent drinking. It becomes such a big issue as of recently in Australia that talks have come about to actually raise the minimum legal drinking age back up to 21. Support has grown to over 50% within the last 10 years. With this information I've gone over with the conclusion, with the minimum legal drinking age lowered to 18, do you think that the problems that have occurred and will occur will have an adverse effect? Studies have shown, past experiences have shown that no, these problems will occur. So this is why I believe that young adults are not responsible enough in order to lower the minimum legal drinking age. As death rates rise, traffic incidents rise, which is why it's been proven. This is why the federal government actually stepped in to protect our young adults and rose, excuse me, increased the legal drinking age back to the age of 21. This is why I believe that it should stay there and talks should not go anywhere.